Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about high school extracurriculars and what they mean for the college application process. So I'm going to touch on a few things that I wish I had known if I were in your shoes, since the extracurriculars are a huge part of the college admissions process. Admissions officers take them really seriously, and so should you, especially if you're trying to get into a top level institution. So for a brief background, some of my top extracurriculars were the National Honor Society president. I did student council for 3 years. I volunteered. I was a volunteer basketball coach for a year. I was on the debate team for a year, academic decathlon for 2 years. And I did research over the summer at Washington University in St. Louis under one of my doctors. So I had a broad range of extracurriculars, but here's the thing that I wish I could redo if I was in your shoes. So first, some of the extracurriculars I did because I thought the colleges would like them. They didn't really interest me. So for academic decathlon, let's say, I did it 1 year and I was like okay with it, but it really wasn't something that I really liked, but I knew I wanted to show commitment to an extracurricular for more than 1 year. So I did it a second year and I didn't really like it again. So that's just like an example of what I went through. It's like I was forcing myself to do extracurriculars so that colleges would, I don't know, like what they saw. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. So I'm going to read something from, I just Googled Harvard and what they're looking for extracurriculars. And one of the questions they ask is, what is the quality of your activities? And do you appear to have a genuine commitment or leadership role? That's the question you should ask yourself. One, what is the quality of it? Do you do it for multiple years at a very committed level? So if you're only doing something for 1 year just so that it looks good on an application, it really doesn't. So don't do that. Second, it talks about leadership roles. So if you're trying to get into a top level college, obviously they want leaders that are going to be the future leaders of tomorrow. So they want people who are already taking advantage of those leadership roles. Try to do something that you're actually passionate about. So if you like basketball, you could be a volunteer basketball coach. And that was something that I really liked. And it shows leadership. It shows that you are capable of guiding others and demonstrating the right way to do things. If you are really into Spanish, you could easily, if your school doesn't have it, start the Spanish club or lead the Spanish club. There's a lot of things that you can do in order to show what you're passionate about. Don't just go for class president because you think it looks good. Remember, there's roughly 30,000 high schools in the United States, and each one has a valedictorian that is probably going to be applying to one of the top schools. So make yourself stand out. Don't do extracurriculars just because they have a good title. Do something that you're actually passionate about. So now I want to read about. So this was from my Common App. One of my schools, Vanderbilt, required a school-specific essay about my extracurricular, or one of my extracurriculars. So this is what, for the class of 2022, this is what we had to write about, and it says, please briefly elaborate on one of your extracurricular activities or work experiences. So this is huge. This is where Vanderbilt will comprehend or realize which applicants did their extracurriculars just for their titles, because those applicants won't be able to explain in 150 to 400 words why they're passionate about that extracurricular. So make sure that you actually find activities that you're passionate about. So when schools like Vanderbilt and most schools ask you about your extracurriculars, you can answer them and you can show your passions. So yep, that's the conclusion of my brief rambling about extracurriculars. I just wanted to help you guys out and show you that you shouldn't just do an extracurricular because of the title. You need to do it because you have interest in it, and do something that you can actually talk about and show that you really like to do, so that it interests the admissions officers. Do something that will make you stand out, something that you're actually passionate in, and it will go a long way and impress the admissions officers. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.